Hey everyone, this is Cindy, and I'm going to do a flip through of this collage slash glue book that I made a while back at one of my retreats. I'm just now getting all of that stuff listed. These are oversized, so I have to wait till I get boxes for them. So anyway, this one I'm calling the Beggar's Opera because that's what it says on the cover. It measures 11 inches tall by 8 3/4 wide, has a 2.5 inch fabric covered spine, 3 signatures. There's a total of 168 pages, 3 signatures. I think I said that. Okay, let's take a look. The fabric from the spine, I just make it go all the way on the inside as well. This one, journal, I guess you call it journal, yeah, glue book journal, has 3 signatures. And these signature pages covers are what we call franken paper, which is a bunch of paper that's been stitched together. And I used to do this for my glue books a lot, but I just got where I needed to make too many glue books. So this one's really neat, special because it's got that on all the signatures. And also I included some tablet paper, and it's kind of thin, so I just counted that as 1 page, even though it's really 2. We have atlas paper, and then a book that was a long book like this. So some of it's upside down because of the way it flipped open, but you're going to be covering it up anyway. So this is from a book page. Most of it's book pages of one shape or another, like this is a large print cookbook. And then this isn't something else this one has. It's kind of neat and special. Has these really big square rectangular doilies, so that's fun in here. We got ledger paper, book pages from a coloring book, and from book page. So back side of the signature is just the other side of the papers we've already seen, and the doily. And most of the signatures are pretty much the same papers. Obviously it's different pages in the books. Just try to keep them fairly uniform. So here's those 2 again, and the back of the franken paper. Second signature, more franken paper again, and it starts out with the tablet paper. This one has a I think it's maybe a, I'm not sure, what do you call that, jelly print, but it's maybe like a clean off paper or something. There's another doily, ledger, book pages, and junk mail. This was like a desk ledger thing for like kids. What do you call that desk mat thing? I don't know what they're called, something like that. Junk mail and book pages again. This is the back side of the signature. And we get the cookbook again, and that paper and atlas tablet, and then the franken paper. Third signature, franken paper again, tablet paper again, and we see the atlas and all the same, like I said, book pages pretty much. There's our doily, there's our kids ledger, and book pages, and junk mail, which is fun. And anyway, that's it. So 168 pages. I said it measures 11 by 8 3/4, 2.5 inch fabric covered spine. And so if you're interested, I will be in my Etsy shop, and I am sending with all of my glue books, even though I might not mention it in the flip through. I think I've got it set up where they all have like a little supply kit, and I'm not going to go through all the supplies, but you basically got lace and ribbons and some doily and some buttons and just different beads and things. I call them found bits. We got greeting cards, napkins, old, what do you call those things? Divider pages. This is a bag of just stuff. A lot of it's, like this bag for sure is vintage because it was kind of the ones you used to use when you went to the dentist when they didn't have the little suction things. Oops, there goes my glue falling off the thing. So we have some vintage greeting cards and some that aren't vintage. Not napkins. I always call them napkins. This is vellum. Yeah, there's napkins. Envelopes. There we go. I'm trying to get it out. This is vintage cookbook pages, and then you get a whole vintage little cookbook, and all the cookbooks will be different. And then you have French cookbook pages and old music paper. There will be a variety, of course. You won't have the same exact pages from the books, and the greeting cards will be different, but you will have an equivalent. And then we have this stuff, which I think is used this in curtains, makes different curtains. We have the waist from sequins. a little bit of wallpaper, and some music, vintage music, and then a package of something that's not been opened. Seam binding, or this is some sort of rayon, polyester stuff, something like that. And then you'll have tickets and note papers, bingo cards, guest checks, just all sorts of stuff. This whole thing comes with this glue book. So if you're interested, the link is below, and I appreciate you guys watching. And also, I don't know what to do with my piece of paper, but I've been telling in all the videos that, I don't see it. I don't know what to do with it. If you make it to the end of the video and one of these flip throughs I'm doing, I have a coupon that's 25% off on anything in my Etsy shop, and what you type in is 25%, PERCENT, 25%. So anyway, sorry I don't have the paper to show you, but if you have trouble with it, just message me through my Etsy shop. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Bye.